Michelle Bruno, and I'm here representing TSNN.com. I'm thinking, or my question is really about the timeline and the notion that getting all the industry leaders and people together is kind of like a herding cats proposition. So I'm wondering if you've thought much about the execution and the platform for all of this and sort of the timeline, and will it also include international associations and content?
I'll take the second question first and then get to the timeline. It will absolutely include other organizations. There's no question about that. This is a global initiative at the end of the day. If not, it's short-sighted, so we will include other organizations. We can only do so much so soon, and I went to our friends and colleagues here to get some critical mass going. I think we've now got that. So now with that, we'll go to the organizations over time. Relative to time, the timeline is purposely built where this day is in, if I may, the sixth inning of a 9-inning development process. We felt, as I think I said in the notes, that it would be too presumptive for us to launch an industry network without asking the industry for feedback. There is certainly a fair amount done. I don't want to take another direction. There's a lot done here, but there's a lot yet not done. So things like revenue models, while crafted, are not finalized. John and I especially have a lot of dialogue around how associations are going to jump into this from a revenue standpoint. There's probably 4 or 5 different ways, depending on the industry in which they will participate. There's the protocol and the bringing in of content to make sure that the content that shows up on the network is at a level that's acceptable, so the promise we make to the marketplace is that the content is really strong. Those things are not yet done. There's the content deals that we'll need to establish with speakers that are doing this for a living. That's underway in terms of developing a structured content deals that will bring value to that speaker and the association that brings them in, because their content is online versus just in a room, convention center somewhere. So those are the types of things that we'll be working on in 12, and concurrently we'll be working on those with the input from you, the industry, over that course of the same time. So it's going to be a busy year, and our every intent is to have a very substantive launch in ideally ASAE in August, and then with the network going live then or soon thereafter. We love the notion of the reality of being able to do this at BCMA and Virtual Edge, and the next obvious milestone will be the ASAE meeting.
Let me just follow up on that. I think we have to look at this as a marathon and not a sprint. I think that we don't know what we don't know, and this is space that's new for all of us. Deborah and I were just talking before this conference about how some people are participating virtually here, where they participated virtually last year, and now they may be at this meeting. How all that plays out for us going forward, and for many other associations, is going to be something we have to figure out. I think, as I said earlier, we don't know what we don't know, but what we do know is that this is a very exciting space. It's a space that's really gaining traction. And I think when we're having this conversation 3 to 5 years from now, it'll be a totally different story that many of us haven't even imagined. And that's the exciting part about this. So that's why we're on board.